Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. Let's talk about it. What's going on, people? It's your boy, Brass Tacks in this bitch. You already know. You already know, people. I saw a girl legit walk into a lamppost today. Legit. See, most guys would be like, hey, you okay? Do you know what I mean? I was laughing my ass off. I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't ever want to have an accident around me. I'll be laughing myself to sleep. I ain't gonna lie to you. This movie was great. I was curious to see how the 4K would be because the 3D was so good at this. But we're gonna find out.
4K review.
Shot in 2.8K. Visual effects 2K. Digital intermediate 2K. DTS HD. Master audio 5.1. The detail on Caesar, the first time you see him in this movie, is amazing. The opening shot, when it pans into Caesar's face, is demo material. You feel like you can reach out and touch that mofo. It is razor sharp. Leaves, the trees, and the jungle forest looks very detailed, looks very sharp. The world as it is right now in this movie is in a pretty bad place. There's pretty much destruction everywhere, and what you do is you see a lot of the wear and tear on the buildings that you wouldn't have picked up on the 1080p. Depth is pretty good throughout the movie, especially the scenes in the woods, in the jungle. Firstly, the scenery is beautiful. On the establishing shots, on the wide shots, not so much. When you're zoomed in, depth is there. It's pretty prominent. The best scene, which really showcases this, is when Caesar gets his crew, gets his apes crew. He rolls down on horses to go talk to the humans for the first time. You see him rolling up like the gangsters they are. Very, very nice three-dimensional pop on that. This movie itself is a colder movie. That being said, the wider color is obvious, even from the offset. When it zooms into Caesar's face, you're seeing a whole bunch of different details in color you just didn't notice before. Variations in the colors of the leaves and what have you. There are quite a few shots that involve a dark tunnel. When they got the torch on, that shit is blinding. It's really bright where it needs to be. HDR does flex its muscles every now and again throughout this movie. You've got all these little campfires everywhere. The fire on that looks beautiful. It's like the HDR, it started going jogging at the beginning of this movie. Then it starts having protein shakes and lifting weights. By the end, it's Arnold Schwarzenegger in this bitch. The HDR just seems to improve more and more as the movie goes on. Black levels are dark and inky throughout. The night shots are sharp, they're detailed. It's amazing how much detail you can pick up, especially in dark shots that just weren't even there on the 1080p. Black levels, I ain't got nothing bad to say about it. I could give you a bunch of different examples of how good it is, but it's just good. You're just gonna have to trust me on that bitch. You'll be hard pressed to find some CGI which is really gonna offend you. There are gonna be some imperfections here and there. I can't remember any specific moment that is offensive. These movies aren't really that old, but it's amazing how well the CGI is held up. Good stuff.
Sound.
The sound on this is good. It really needed an Atmos track. What can you do? The action scenes where the apes get attacked, the climax at the end, when Caesar and his crew are going to see the humans, the galloping of the horses, the breathing of the horses, you can hear everything very well. It's a very good mix on this. The bass will shake the place. Explosions are good. Everything's pretty good, but I know it's not the best sound I've ever heard, and I know Atmos would have just been fantastic on this.
Final thoughts.
Both ape movies were absolutely fantastic. I'm still torn on whether I prefer the 3D over this, you know, but then I love 3D. It's got some amazing moments in it. When something's referenced, it doesn't need a seal of approval. It's reference. When I give something a seal of approval, it's because I'm very impressed with the transfer, but it's not quite referenced to me. This isn't there, but this is a decent transfer. Probably wait till it was discounted a little bit, but if you want to pick them up, they're the great movies anyway, and these are still the best versions of them. That's pretty much it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the review. I'm gonna catch up with you guys soon.
Brass Tacks.